This episode of Comedy Bang Bang is brought to you by Squarespace. Turn your great idea into a reality with Squarespace. Squarespace makes it easier than ever to launch your passion project, whether you're showcasing your work or selling products of any kind. They have beautiful templates and the ability to customize just about anything. Even you can easily make a beautiful website yourself. And if you do get stuck, Squarespace's 24/7 award-winning customer support is there to help. Head over to squarespace.com/bangbang for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use the offer code BANGBANG to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Comedy bang bang, 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 comedy bang bang.
A corpse is a corpse, of course, and no one can talk to a corpse, of course. That is, of course, unless that corpse is the famous Mr. Dead. Welcome to Comedy Bang Bang. Woo! Need to take a big breath after that. Thank you to Optimus Primate for that catchphrase submission, and welcome to Comedy Bang Bang for another week. And boy, we are we've blown through Janny Danny, and we are in Febby Dubby already, if you can believe it. That's right, the month of lovers is upon us, and of course, I am your number one lover. Mr. Lover, Scott Aukerman here, your host. And what an incredible show we have. A little bit later, we have an up-and-coming filmmaker, as well as an actor called Matt Walsh, who has been on the show several times and is on a show called Veep and a new movie called Under the Eiffel Tower. We'll be saying hi to him in just a second, but before we do, an old friend came by and wanted to... Hi.
Yeah, wanted to what?
Wanted to be on the show?
I
don't know what else you want to do.
That's what I wanted. I came by and I said, "Can I be on the show?" And you said, "Yeah." And then you stared into my eyes while you said, "I'm the lover.
I didn't say I'm the lover while staring into your eyes.
What did you say?
Do you still have that body pillow in the shape of me, or is it a different, like a rectangular shape, but with the shape of me imprinted upon it?
Did you never get it? It's a pillow. It's a pillow with your silhouette drawn on it. And it's a regular sized pillow, and it can go...
But I'm turned to the side so you can tell it's me?
Yeah, it's your Alfred Hitchcock. And... And what is it when they say they want your signature and they say, "Can I have your
John Hancock."
Hancock.
The John Hancock and the Alfred Hitchcock, two very different things.
Can I get you Hitchcock? And then you make someone turn and you do the silhouette.
Let me get your Hitchcock right here.
And yeah, so the pillow is a regular standard size.
Pillow-ette, and it's spelled Pillouette.
Back it up. Do you know how to spell silhouette?
I do. It's S.
It's out with a P.
S-I-L-H.
So there you go.
O-U-E-T-T-E.
Pillouette.
So it's P-I-L-H-O-U-E-T-T-E.
Yep.
Thank you. Tracy Reardon is here. Hello, Tracy.
What's up, my babies?
Tracy Reardon, I haven't seen you in so long.
I know, because I've been in hiding a little bit.
Oh.
So I've been having a documentary filmed about me.
Really? Who are the filmmakers involved? We have a filmmaker coming up a little later. We also have an actor.
Yes, those are both in the entertainment industry. A documentarian wanted to film my life.
That doesn't give me any more information.
Well, I'll tell you. He's in school. He's a student.
Okay.
He goes to USC.
Is this 20 questions, or are you giving me hints now?
Those are the hints, and now you do 20 questions.
Okay. Is he under 21?
No.
Oh, is he 21?
Yes.
Okay. I've narrowed it down to a filmmaker from USC.
Yeah.
He can go to bars.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know the current roster over there.
Guess a name.
All right.
First name.
Barry.
Yep.
Really?
You got it.
Okay.
And guess his last name.
Obama?
No.
Jarvins.
So you do know him.
Barry Jarvins?
No, wait, because everyone at USC said you stand around campus saying, "Little boys, little boys."
Not that little, because they're 21.
That's your defense. But they say you do that. And
Everyone at USC says this?
Well, the people I know, and I'll tell you, the little boys who are 21 and they know you.
They're bigger than you. They're not little boy. How
They're
old are
not
you
bigger
again?
than me. He's 4'10". How old am I?
Larry Fortensky. How old are you?
I'm still in high school.
That's right.
But they're older than me, but they're not bigger than me. He's a small guy.
Yeah. You, how tall are you? I've never been able to really gauge.
Well,
you know
yeah.
how when you're a tall person like I am, everyone is just shorter?
I don't know that because I'm short.
Oh, okay. You are short.
Yes.
Okay. I can't tell.
My height is as follows. Okay, do the math.
All right. What are you going to give me every inch consecutively?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, wait. Do 12 inches in a foot
Okay.
times. Okay, wait. I'll tell you how many inches I am.
Okay. That's probably a more complicated way of doing it. I know you're trying to figure that out.
I'm 65 inches.
65 inch. Okay. I don't know that that's short.
How tall is it?
That is 5'5"? Is that right?
Sure. So that's not that tall.
No, that's true.
And also,
But it's kind of medium, isn't it?
glass half full, glass half empty. You're short to a 10-foot man.
That's true.
And to you, I think I am short.
So you're short, but do you think you're short to almost everyone?
No.
Okay, great. Asked and answered.
I'm average.
Tracy Reardon is here. What is the documentary going to focus on? If you don't
Well,
mind?
of course I don't mind because I am actually being told I have to come speak about it.
Oh, that's why you're on the show.
Well,
okay, great.
kind of. But
Let's
yes,
get it out.
I do need to talk about it. So
Okay.
the documentary is
A lot of documentaries, they don't like people talking about them when filming has just begun.
right. So these guys are different because they're students, and so they're kind of learning like
Oh,
what's
okay.
right and wrong all across the board. So they told me go on a show and talk about it the second we turn the cameras on. And as you can see, they're here with me now.
Right. Yeah, I wondered who these people are.
Yeah. So that's Barry Jobbins.
With the big magic boxes.
It's Barry
they're holding.
Jobbins, and you might as well guess that guy's name because you're pretty good at this.
Okay, that's probably Carol Winters.
Yeah, that's his name. So, okay, he's got an old-fashioned family. They use Carol for a man.
Well, it's like Carol O'Connor.
of course, an old man who was named Carol.
An old man. I guess he was an old man when he was on television
Yeah.
even.
So, anyways, they had said, though they're nodding as I talk about this. They love this.
They love
So-
this. Oh my God, they won't stop nodding. They love this so much. Look at these guys, up and down.
They love it.
Wow.
They wanted me to talk about my home life. The documentary is about my home life. And as you know, my parents went on a safari. They kind of traveled the world, left me behind. My grandma passed, and I live with her dead body. So
And she passed a while ago because you've been appearing on the show for several years now.
Years. It's
And-
been years. She's about the size of a beluga whale at this point. Bloat.
She's been bloating. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A lot of times people shrivel.
Not this one.
No, she's just been.
She
Wow.
did say we could pop her if we need to.
In her final words or
Nope,
in her
that was
will?
something
Or?
that I had a psychic come to the house. This is in the documentary.
Oh, okay.
And she's a reader. She has a show on TLC. She's called Mama Medium.
Oh, okay.
And she comes to your house.
I would imagine that would be confusing if you thought you were going to see Mamma Mia and suddenly you're watching Mamma Medium.
Well, let me tell you, I did get confused because I said, the live Broadway show is coming to our house
on TLC.
and TLC. And then it turns out it was just this lady who's very, very, very charismatic. And she spoke to my grandma's dead soul, and grandma said, feel free to pop her. Now, I have to say, I'm not 100% on whether the Mama Medium said that because grandma was filling up a lot of the room. And
Right.
she just said, you could pop her.
Is she almost room sized at this point?
How
or-
big is a room?
Boy, you're asking the really tough philosophical questions today. It depends on the room, but I would imagine.
Okay, so she's in a closet.
6 by 10 by
Okay, so
by
she's in a closet.
7.
So does that change it?
She's in a closet. Okay, then
So
we're
it's a small
talking
room.
4 by maybe 7,
Do it
something
in
like
inches.
that. 48 by 48 by 84.
How many? What? How many walls did you just do?
I'm
48
doing
by 48
I'm doing
by 80.
length, width, and then height.
Oh, the height. We don't care
Yeah.
about that. She's
Oh,
not
okay.
going up.
She's not going up. She's just expanding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
At some point, you might want to turn her on her side so she just kind of goes up.
Well, I'd love to interview for the documentary. You could talk about this and any
Okay.
ideas you have of what to do
This
with
isn't okay. I thought that this was part of the
Sure,
documentary.
if you sign the papers. Could
Oh,
be.
okay. Are they
Yeah.
filming or are they just nodding? I can't tell. They're nodding so hard that
I
they
won't
haven't.
know until we're done.
Okay.
They don't to cover the red light because they don't want me to get distracted and change.
Has that been a problem with you for
Yeah,
filming?
sometimes I start acting
Oh, okay.
and I kind of turn it on a little bit.
Right. Oh,
you
you
know.
haven't been turning it on this entire time.
This is just me, baby. Sometimes they turn it on and I'm like, oh, hello, and kind of
Oh, okay.
put it
Yeah.
on a little bit.
Really putting on airs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
okay.
when they get me in my natural state and my sweats and my jumpsuit,
Wait, your sweats and your jumpsuit? Your jumpsuit's on top of the sweats?
Yeah. Yeah, because sweats are really skin tight.
Right,
But I don't want that,
if you
that
wear
to be
them
on,
right.
well, yeah, but I don't want that to be on camera because everyone's going to see my crevasses.
So instead, put the bulky jumpsuit on top of that.
Yeah.
But you want to be in your sweats so you're comfortable.
Of course.
Okay, got it.
Jumpsuit's more trendy.
So is the documentary going to cover you essentially popping your grandmother like a pimple?
Well, hold on. We didn't get the rights to that TLC show, Dr. Pimple Popper.
Oh,
You know that
okay.
one?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
It's not always pimples, by the way. Sometimes it's cysts and boils.
He owns any footage of anything being popped like a pimple?
It's a woman, first of all. The doctor was a woman.
Oh my God, the old riddle.
Dr. Pimple Popper is a she. And yes, she does own anything that could be hashtagged popped.
Oh, really? Anything that could be popped?
Yeah.
Even
balloons.
soda?
Yeah.
Wow.
Soda pop in certain areas of the world.
Sure,
Yeah,
yeah.
she has that trademark. Not on the East Coast, of course, we call it soda.
So maybe they could just get the footage of you popping her from your angle
Look,
on
look,
it.
look. I never said I was going to pop her. And I don't even want that, okay? I'm just telling you what I was told I could do. But the
But
documentary,
it sounds like your grandmother wants you to do it.
she didn't say that. I don't know.
She just said you could. Okay.
Maybe the medium interpreted that. I don't trust this necessarily to jump right to conclusions and go stick a pin in her. I'm trying to just play it out and see what happens naturally. That's why I moved into a closet so she could kind of expand and then eventually kind of turn into a SpongeBob sort of character.
So it's almost like a
Perfectly
mold.
square.
Perfectly.
Yeah.
Are you still...
And her pants, by the way, still on. Shirt's not. So she's getting more SpongeBob-y every day.
She's got those overalls kind of... So are you still using her hand to sign checks?
I am, yeah.
Okay.
It's getting hard to get in there. I'm kind of jumping on like a Lisa mattress at this point.
Right. Oh, by the way, shout out to our friends at Lisa.
Yeah, I also like Casper.
You like Casper as well. Mm-hmm. Which do you like better? We're a Lisa family here.
Lisa.
We're a Lisa show here.
I don't want to
Okay.
offend.
Okay.
And if they sign up to advertise for the documentary, that would be fantastic because they need funding. Now, these are students, okay? And they did a Kickstarter, but nobody donated.
No, really? $0?
It was actually, it won a world record for the least donations on a Kickstarter.
Wow. 0.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's hard to beat that record.
Exactly. I dare you to try. I defy anyone. My tea string went in my tea. I have to dig it out with my hand.
Your T... Oh, I wondered what a T-string was
Tampon string. I put it in my tea.
in your tampon.
I put tea in my tampon. Makes me feel really caffeinated.
All right. Well, Tracy, we have to get to our first guest. But
Oh,
I want to
by all means.
I want to talk more about this documentary
I'd love
as
to.
we go along, if that's okay.
And if your guests are interested, I'd love to interview them
Sure,
about...
well, our first guest is an actor, and
It's great. We
he's...
can have them do a reenactment.
Yes, that would be perfect. Okay. Well, let's get to him. He is, of course, a wonderful actor and an improviser who's one of the original UCB4, which are, as far as I know, are the 4 people who started the UCB theater, from what I can tell from context clues. He has by the way, he's been on such television shows as Veep and many movies. He has a new movie coming out this Friday, Under the Eiffel Tower, which will be in 10 cities this Friday, and then on VOD after that a few days later, I believe the Wednesday following. Please welcome Matt Walsh. Hello.
Also, Hefe El Man in Charjo.
Oh, that's right, on the Comedy Bang Bang television show.
Please.
You had a recurring role where you played our boss. And as far as I remember, I don't want to blow up your spot here, but you were not supposed to do as many episodes as you did
Correct.
with us. Is that right? And you sort of
El
worked
Hefe Man in Charjo.
worked around the system. Yeah. So
I love that.
was fun.
I love a rule breaker.
That's right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you
and
so
I
much.
do reenactments.
You do?
Tracy,
Okay,
I do.
great. Yes.
And I have seen you chasing little boys around USC. I went to a Rams
Yes.
game, and there was a guy who looked like you, but he had a Lincoln hat on. But I'm like, is that Aukerman? And he's like luring little boys into a van.
Yeah.
It wasn't a Lincoln hat. It was a LinkedIn hat, by
Okay.
the way. It was a baseball
So
hat
you're
with the link.
confessing. This is a
Stove-
confession.
No, yeah, it was stovepipe, but it had the... It
Oh,
had,
LinkedIn.
Yeah, it had the LinkedIn logo on
Oh,
it.
it's like
Some
a-
giveaway that you held on to?
Yeah, you know, they were trying to say LinkedIn. We sound like Lincoln, and so they made all these commemorative hats in the stovepipe variety.
That's a decent hook.
It's not bad.
So it was you.
It was me.
Why
yes.
wouldn't you say? Where were you guys headed? It was you seemed very like secretive about what you were up to.
Well, I was headed to the shadows, you know,
Oh.
if I were ever able to lure anyone away. So of course I'm being secretive.
Okay.
They're nodding furiously at this.
But they won't stop nodding.
They
and
remember.
And they
Bad
won't
for your
raise
neck.
their cameras.
Nope, they nod the cameras too. It's all going to be a yes and footage.
Really, it's all going to be just POV,
It's
up
very
and down
optimistic,
footage.
yes.
Optimistic Prime. Welcome to the show, Matt.
Yeah, I love Transformers.
Of course you do. That's why I wanted to talk to you about. Have you been in one of the Transformers films?
I've never been in a Transformers film.
That seems like an omission on your part because, as far as I'm concerned, every time I go to the goddamn cinema,
I pop up in a film.
I'm trying to enjoy a movie, and
know.
suddenly
It's
my
like,
buddy
I know
Matt's
that
in
guy.
there,
I
and I'm
know.
like, God.
It takes you out.
I tell
It
you.
takes you out. Fortunately, I don't have that many friends, so most of America doesn't know who I am.
Right. So, but for those of us who do,
Yeah, it ruins
it's
it.
really rude.
Is Pacific
Sometimes
Rim
you can-
Transformers?
Pacific Rim, and no, it's Transformers Light. It's not in the Transformiverse.
Yeah.
But it's an offshoot. But I mean, it's robots versus dinosaurs.
Stephanie
and
Allen
stuff.
was in that. I just wanted to tell you guys that.
Okay.
Because I think that's an interesting fact about her.
All right.
Okay?
I think that's interesting, Tracy.
I think that is interesting.
You guys have history. I don't have as much history with Tracy.
No, we're new
Yeah,
friends.
There's tension. Yeah.
There's a lot of tension here.
Yeah.
But Matt, I'm watching a film the other day, Widows, right? And I'm, Steve McQueen, heavy
you stay
drama.
plugged into culture, by the way.
Heavy
You see the
drama.
latest. Yeah.
And I'm watching this film, Widows, and suddenly you pop up.
Oh.
And you're goofing around in a car, and you're having a good old time, and you're being funny, and I'm like, oh, there's Matt. And then, to add
Pervert.
insult to injury, I watch the credits. Who's listed there but Matthew Walsh?
I don't know why that happened.
So do you
Okay.
I
sometimes
don't.
go by that name?
So you're in
No.
a drama
No.
trying to get some drama cred,
I
and
would
you
add
go by
initial.
Matthew.
I would
To get
add an
serious.
initial. Like I would have a J, like Matthew J. Walsh, so my drama initial appears.
Wait,
but
but
no,
like-
it's not intentional. I didn't know that.
Do you know how like sometimes people have to have the initial because there's another one person with the same name?
That's true.
Do you don't have to do that, right?
No, but there is another Matthew
There is
Walsh
another
who's like a
Matt, yeah.
horrible, conservative, crazy blogger.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I sometimes get some hate on Twitter.
Oof.
Right.
But you know what I do? I just turn
But
it
when
off.
are-
I
yeah.
just turn it off.
That's the way to go.
Yeah.
What, your phone or Twitter? Or?
The phone.
Oh,
When I
okay.
see a bad tweet, I turn my phone off and I
And you
run into another room.
Throw it as hard as you can.
That's a live footage of you screaming.
honey, I got a bad tweet.
Even a bad LinkedIn, I'll do the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
I'll shut that down.
Has anyone ever responded to one of those LinkedIn requests?
I find them depressing. It's like a
don't-
cult.
I sometimes get them and I'm not even old enough to have a job.
Yeah, people are trying to network with you. and You're
don't
still
have
in
a
high
job?
school.
You've had 3 jobs.
I'm just kidding.
Are you? Oh, you're kidding. Is that what we say now when we forget things?
No, that was my stand-up. I also do stand-up.
You do stand up?
I started. I dabbled. Have you done it?
Do you have a joke? I mean, I hate to put you on the spot like
I got a
this. Like,
joke.
what's a classic Tracy Reardon joke?
This is a classic.
Oh my God, you picked up the mic like you're Chris Rock. Please don't drop these.
Okay.
That's Chris Rock?
Why were you licking the mic?
All right, everybody ever heard of LinkedIn?
Yeah.
Yo. Okay, so what's up with that? Because I'm not even old enough to get a job. These people are trying to connect with me.
Yes, you are. You have 3 jobs.
Well, I'm just kidding.
Brilliant.
That works too,
Yep.
the club?
I bring a fan too. That was my fan who I brought to the podcast.
Matt, welcome to the show. So
Thank
good to
you.
see
It's
you.
a pleasure to be here.
You haven't welcomed me yet? What kind of host are you?
I believe I've welcomed him 3 times.
Well, then what are you doing it again?
Under the Eiffel Tower is the film coming out this Friday. As far as I'm concerned, I'm looking at the poster right here. There's a big Eiffel Tower, which I believe is in Paris.
Correct. Very good.
And you're standing underneath it, I think. Is
Yes.
that you? I
Yes.
don't have my glasses on. I can't
Yeah.
really tell.
Yeah.
And you have a suitcase.
Yes, I'm a traveler, so I don't live there. I think the information that you're getting there is like, it's kind of dorky suitcase, and then you're getting that, he doesn't live under the Eiffel Tower. He's a tourist.
Did you actually have to shoot this at the Eiffel Tower?
No,
because it seems,
what do they call
seems
this
to me
stuff?
like they would
Cut and paste?
If they cut and pasted it, it
Yeah.
would yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a cut and paste.
Because this seems like a drawing of the Eiffel Tower to me.
CAD.
Now that I
Do they
look
still
at
say
it,
CAD,
I don't know what is CAD.
computer assisted design,
Cadbury egg drawing.
or Cadbury egg.
Wait, I have a question. So I'm just infoing. Now I've only seen one movie and it's Blue Jasmine.
Right. That's the only one because she has a butt piercing. she's only able to sit for a half hour at a time. But Blue Jasmine just really spoke
For
to you, so you were.
something.
I loved it.
What was the attraction for that one film? Was it an actor in there?
The actress Kate Blanchett.
Okay.
But I want to
And
ask
the director.
You, so, of course, the director's films and all of his work and everything he does in his personal life. But I want to ask you about this picture here because since I've never seen a movie, I have to base everything off the picture.
Sure. Yeah.
And I see that this other actor is cut off halfway. Now, am I to believe you don't really care about him and that you're kind of focused on the woman?
Correct. It's to de-emphasize that character
Love
and
that.
to emphasize her and also show she's entangled. So he has his arm around her like she's already entangled in some sort of romantic thing.
But
and
you
I'm
guys
some
are
stranger.
both sort of looking at each other.
Yes.
I tell you, we could just ask you about the plot of the film, but I think it's far more interesting trying to
intuit it?
interpret the
Okay,
poster
so
here.
looking at it, I see
yeah.
there's a
Any
orange.
design students listening to this?
They're going to be fascinated. Chris
an orange
Billheimer, if you're out
background.
there, this podcast is for you.
Now, orange is a very citrusy feeling.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Which
right
is
there in the title,
fresh.
one of the fruits.
Sherbety. It feels sherbety to me, but yeah.
It's one of the fruits. What did you just say?
Orange. Yeah, it's right there in the title of one of the fruits, orange.
What do you mean? One of the fruits?
You said orange is very citrusy, and I said it's right there in the title of one of the fruits. Orange.
What do you mean?
I'm not going to say it again because everyone else knows what I mean.
I don't.
But I will say it again if you like.
I don't fucking get it. Okay, under
Language,
the
young lady.
I know. Under the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
Life can be sour. Love can be sweet.
Life can
Yeah.
be sour.
Life can be sour. So you understand that much?
I guess.
Yes,
but
I do.
Are you trying to say like the orange, like that? The orange that's right there in the title.
Sweet and sour. Now, what do you mean by that?
Love can be
What do
sweet.
I mean?
I think it's like
I
trying
literally
to
don't get it.
get people to take a chance on love and go see this movie, I think is what they're saying. Like
So
saying
life-
life will give you sourness, but
Right.
love can give you sweetness.
But what about when it gives you lemonades? What do you? What
Then
do
you
you
make
do?
lemonades out of lemonades.
Right
Milk lemonade.
Around the
around
corner.
the corner. The fudge happens
Pierced
to be
fudge. Pierced fudge is made.
Pierce fudge is made in my
Yeah.
case.
Do your duties come out with an impression?
Excuse me, have I ever asked you about how your
Yeah,
shit's come
that
out of
is-
your ass?
You
That is
sent me
true.
so many letters and emails.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
you claimed you never got an email. So apparently you did. Well, anyways, yes, my shit's all like that. But no, they're not because I'm lying. The top of my crack is
Wait,
what it's
is this
pierced.
part of your
This
stand-up
is a joke.
too?
This is a joke. That was a joke. Now the truth is the crack is where it's pierced at the top.
At the
above
top.
the hole. I have to be able to function.
But sometimes if you're wearing underwear and you accidentally duty in your
if
pants,
I'm wearing underwear. Uh-oh. Not in my book.
really, you don't wear underwear, Tracy.
I like to let my big bush breathe.
Hey, it's out there in the wild. It's just.
You think I'm trimming that?
Do you think? What'd you say? Do you think I'm trimming it?
You think I'm trimming that?
Tripping that?
Trimming that?
Trimming that. Sometimes it's hard to understand you, Tracy.
I've never heard that before.
All right, Matt. So
You do have a slight accent. I can't tell.
Where do you think
you're
I'm from?
East Coast?
From Burbank.
Really?
I didn't know you were from Burbank.
Yep, born and raised.
Up in the
Born and raised. Raised.
In what? In East Burbank.
Up there in
born
the-
and raised.
Oh, that's the hills.
I had a friend who lived like up in the hills on some street that when the floods came,
She sounds like an idiot.
she had to be carried out by a firefighter.
She sounds like an
Oh,
idiot.
gosh.
Yeah, she does sound like an idiot. So Matt, welcome to the show.
Thank you. You've said that. You can quit that.
Really?
Or they can cut that later when they get into
Yeah,
the
he'll
post.
edit it all out.
Take all the welcomes out.
Welcome to the show. Under the Eiffel Tower is the film. Apparently, life can be sour, love can be sweet. So, are we to ascertain that you fall in love with this woman who's on the thing here? What is
In
this movie?
traditional romantic comedy format, you meet someone and it's an unlikely meeting. So it's like, oh, these two will never get along.
Right.
And then
so, what is she? She's like normal, and you're insane, or
she's sort of like she's in a vineyard. She owns a vineyard with her husband, and she's sort of like the Beast. Okay,
In Beauty and the Beast?
Yeah, she's in
Okay,
the
got it.
chateau and she's lonesome.
The beast is hot.
not
Yeah.
not from the X-Men.
She's hot too. She's
Okay,
hot
yeah,
too. No,
she's a
the Beast
beautiful
from
woman.
Beauty and the Beast.
Beast from Beauty and the
Small
Beast.
French town in the chateau, just outside of
Okay.
town. She lingers
So are
there,
you-
sad.
are you-
windows drawn?
Are you Gaston in this, or
No,
are-
I would be the Beauty. I would be.
So
Belle.
you're Belle.
You're
I'm
Belle.
Belle.
So
I
who-
stumble into the vineyard.
So the other dude is Gaston.
He's, I guess he'd be Gaston.
he's like the bad guy.
he'd
You
be
want to get him away.
Or is he like
He's Gaston.
the candelabra who comes to life? Or
Oh no, there's no that those storylines kind of got widowed out in the romantic
I
comedy
just want to
version.
point out though that what you just said is that
Plate,
Gaston and
Teapot.
Gaston and the Beast are together in this movie.
Yeah.
And Belle woos the Beast away.
Yes, that's right. Belle gets the Beast to leave
this
his
is an
castle.
I
unconventional reboot
love this reboot.
of Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
And a romantic comedy.
Gaston and the
Yeah.
Beast are a couple.
Why do you say it like that? Why do you say it like
Correct.
that? Gaston.
What am I supposed to say?
Gaston.
Who
Gaston.
cares?
The people who wrote it.
Who, Alan Menken?
Yeah.
He's not going to be listening to this. He doesn't
Well,
care.
how do you freaking know? I heard Lin-Manuel Miranda listens to this show.
He does. Well,
A
Alan,
lot
if
of
you're out
musical
there,
theater people listen to this podcast.
big
Alan
fan,
Menken, tag him.
big fan of you ever since the Little Shop of Horrors. So if I had to get, and this is not a lot of info to go from, I think there should be
This card that you're
this
holding in your
card,
hand
yeah,
is
there
not a
should-
ton of info. No, it
There
just
should be
says
something more than this.
Why don't you read the back?
I guess.
I don't want to turn this thing over.
Oh yeah, you could turn it over. Could somebody turn that over for Scott? Thank you.
Thank you,
One
sir.
of the USC guys will turn that over. Why do
Okay.
they all have no sleeves, by the way? Why do all the USC guys have no sleeves?
It's the summertime.
Okay, just checking.
It's
In-
February.
I know, but in LA, it's never winter.
Yeah,
Oh, got it.
And these
Okay.
guys are from the East Coast. So the second they get over here, they're hot.
everything's like
Yep.
hot. Okay.
Okay,
This is
I
like
could.
in Chicago, people, the second it gets 60 degrees, they're wearing shorts.
And backwards hats. Why do they all have a backwards hat?
they got to
on?
look through the peephole of the camera.
Okay.
I think if they were frontwards, they would get in the way of the nodding. They would sort
Yeah.
of throw
Oh.
off the aerodynamicness.
They did
It's like
try
the wind
that.
resistance against the brim.
The first whole week of the documentary was me picking up their hats.
Oh,
All right, let me read some of this summary. Stuart, Matt Walsh, is having a midlife crisis. Okay, look, here's my deal with romantic comedies. Maybe you can answer this because
Sure.
you're obviously the star of this one coming out this Friday. Aren't all, I mean, if you go see an Avengers movie, it's like, holy shit, half the world is dead if the Avengers don't win.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if you see a romantic comedy, it's like, oh, I wonder if two people will ever kiss. The
Right.
stakes are just like not comparable.
I think the lure of romantic comedies is for people to imagine they're falling in love like those characters. So it's an individual conversation.
But what if you were to fall in love with half of the world?
It's
and then
not
the
specific
stakes,
enough.
the stakes are raised
That's
there.
your experience
Yeah.
with the little boys. No one can relate to that. You're
yeah,
in
half
love
the
with
world
all
meaning
of them.
all the males under 25.
But if you've ever been in a screenwriting seminar, you know that like you need that third act you need to raise the stakes and have them be like, oh wow, oh no, if this doesn't happen, consequences are going to be incredibly large. Whereas if
I
these,
guess if you've
if you don't
invested-
kiss this girl, you're
Yeah.
going to kiss another girl.
If you've invested in the characters and you perceive yourself as one of them, then you feel like that is the world to them.
Is that what you do when you watch a movie? You perceive yourself as one
I
of them?
think in a romantic comedy.
when you were watching the Ted Bundy documentary, who did you perceive yourself to be?
first victim,
First victim.
Yeah.
So
Really?
I-
So
yeah.
you're going to go quick.
Yeah.
You're just going to fall for it.
get in the car, murdered.
Wouldn't you? He's so handsome. So everyone keeps saying about him.
Everyone keeps saying this Ted Bundy is. I don't believe it.
Me neither. I'll believe it when I see it, and I'll never see it.
Okay. It's at home though. You could walk around. Have you ever been to a movie theater and you just walked around and paced
Sorry,
around in
first of all,
front of the
yes, I
screen?
got kicked out for doing that. They thought
For
it was
walking around?
scary. Yes, it's scary to everyone.
It was too
Oh, you were
scary.
pacing in the actual theater.
Yes, and
Oh,
I was
what-
going.
That is scary.
What movie was it?
Well, let's see. This was last year.
Certainly.
Blue Jasmine.
It
Re-release?
was. They put it out in theaters for fun. Woody Allen retrospective.
Perfect timing on that.
Yeah, last year they did that. Yeah.
All right, let me continue on this summary. After losing his job, okay, you're having a midlife crisis and then you lose your job, or
I
does
think it's probably.
or does losing your job precipitate the midlife crisis?
That's probably my guess. Yeah,
You
he was
should talk
probably
to the
heading
cop.
there. He was probably heading there a little bit, and then lo and behold, the straw that broke the camel's back.
Okay, got
would
it.
be the losing of the job.
After losing his job, tagging along on his best friend's family vacation to Paris, and this is such a long sentence.
I know.
After losing his job, tagging along on his best friend's family vacation to Paris, and humiliating himself by proposing to their 24-year-old daughter. Whoa, hello.
Boing.
Boing. There's even more to this sentence, but there's in fact two more clauses. He teams up with Liam, a self-proclaimed ladies' man.
Yes.
Okay,
A
that's a
self-proclaimed
That's a lot.
That's
to
a lot
unpack.
of info
you
in
could
one
spend
sentence.
2 classes on that sentence alone in terms of marketing. Yeah, this is not the best first.
Is that the
marketing
entire
sentence.
first act described right there?
I would say that's probably
Yeah.
the first 15
Yeah.
men, and then
First,
suddenly
yeah.
you're in Paris.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gay pooey. They want to skip to the good part.
So we could end the movie there.
No.
No,
Probably.
you couldn't.
No, because you haven't met the
It
girl.
he proposes to this 24-year-old, gets shut down, the end.
Yeah, she's like the fake.
That's enough movie
Love.
for me because that's about a half hour. That's about all that Tracy can sit for.
Yeah.
So I'd love that. That's the short film version is just
Right.
that. And
then
then
he just ruins their vacation and then
and
he
leaves.
goes
I
on a
love
drinking
that.
bender. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so there's even more. The two head off to the French countryside. So did you film this in France?
We did.
How
must
fun
have
is
been
that?
Cool.
It was so beautiful. It was
Yeah.
really lovely. And we were in Paris for 9 days and Bordeaux for like 3.5 weeks.
Wow. Did
Did
you
you bring your family?
We did.
That's so fun.
We did. We saw those Neanderthal caves that Werner Herzog made the movie about.
Yes.
The Lesko.
Now, I've been hearing about how people are pronouncing it Neanderthal.
Neanderthal?
Neanderthal.
This is hard
That's-
because you
That
have
might be
your
British.
speech impediment.
No, but Dax Shepard says that.
Right.
And he has an anthropology degree. If
Really?
Friend of the show.
you listen to his podcast, you'll know all about it every week.
All right, so then you and this other dude, I'm just going to try to shorten this
Yeah,
because
muscle through this for us.
you and the other dude go to the French countryside where you soon cross paths with Louise.
Yep.
Why do I care about her name at this point? Like, let's save that for the movie. Save some of this for the people who actually pay for this.
Because they wanted to put
You
in
have to
parentheses
hook-
who
yeah.
it was.
Yeah, you have to
Played
have the
by.
character's name.
They cross
You
paths
just wanted
with
to say
Louise.
guy?
Just say a woman.
So you
Okay.
Two
liked
guys meet a woman.
So
and
you
then when I
liked
get
it.
to it, I'm like, oh, they called her Louise.
But
cool.
so you liked it when they said Liam.
So it's a spoiler to you to give away a
It's
character's
a spoiler to me. I don't like it.
Well, because it implies a lot about who they are.
Exactly. Louise. Like now all of a
You
sudden.
have an idea what that character's
Yes,
about?
exactly.
Well, she is French.
But, here's another spoiler a beautiful vineyard owner.
yes.
Why beautiful? Who cares?
Because he's got to fall in love with a man.
Yeah, but they don't talk about your physical attractive
I
level.
know. Well, and
when they're
A
like,
man don't need to look
Stuart,
good. A man don't need to look good.
Stuart and
true.
older, and I'm hopefully
It's
I'm not
all
going to
about
insult
the
you
woman.
when I say
wait a
this.
minute.
But
You're ramping up to, though. It sounds like you're
Stuart-
ramping up to insult me.
Stuart, a semi-old, pudgy, kind of schlubby guy with a thin mustache. I mean, I don't know. They don't say that about this guy.
What did he just do?
Yeah. Thank you, Tracy.
And I don't mean to insult you when I say this.
You could be specific and insult anyone just by
How-
listing their attributes. Tom Cruise, spiky hair, Cro-Magnon brow,
Neanderthal.
black eyebrows,
Neander is short.
Neanderthal,
Neanderthal short.
freaky energy. Ew,
hot
he
to
doesn't
me.
really.
So
I love
let,
a short Neanderthal man.
let me ask you a serious question. What is the age gap between you and this actress?
Louise?
Yeah. No, the actress herself. Not that you and the character, because they're going to age you down and age her up, right?
The woman I fall
Like
in
in
love
the
with,
script,
or the one
yeah.
I proposed to? The
The
one
one-
I
no, the
proposed
one-
to
the
was
one
like
you fall in love with.
27. She's like 45.
She's 45.
That's good.
I'm
you're-
like 9 years older. I'm like
Okay.
54.
That's
not bad.
very
That's not bad.
normal.
That's in the acceptable range.
That doesn't make me feel crazy.
Yeah. The first one was very inappropriate.
First one's inappropriate, but that's
Proposing to the 24-year-old, yeah.
But in real life, she's 27, the actor.
Yeah.
So it was better.
Better.
So do you guys kiss in it or what?
We do.
How many times?
He counted for sure.
I think that end up in the movie. I'd say like
That end up in the movie.
Yeah, they
Got a
kiss-
little extracurricular kisses.
One scene has a lot of kisses after we.
That's not a
have
bad
sex.
song title, by the way, for Martin Sheffield
one?
Wickley.
La, la,
Extracurricular
la,
kisses.
oh.
Either one with the parentheses. La 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 la.
Is that what a kiss sounds like to you,
Yep.
Tracy?
Have you ever kissed anyone, Tracy?
Well, yes, I have. And you can only hear kissing from inside your own head. So what does it sound like in your head? Because I hear la 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 la.
Yeah, I
don't
guess
hear that.
in your own head you're hearing the sound amplified a little bit
Yeah.
from inside your mouth, so you're hearing the swooshing around of
I'm hearing-
saliva. And
Yeah.
did you make any noise? Did the director ever stop the film and come over to you and say, "Matt, can I talk to you for a second?
Mm-hmm.
The noises you make when you
Oh.
kiss."
That happened a couple of times. He
Really?
just-
He wanted louder.
yeah. Kissing? No, I didn't get any notes on kissing.
No. Were you afraid about that? Were you
Yeah,
like?
it's strange to like make out with someone. That
How many
you're not
times have you had
necessarily
to
That's
kiss someone
romantically involved with.
on screen?
How many times in this movie?
Let's
or
talk
in
about
general?
on screen and then off screen. How many times have you kissed someone on screen? How many times have you kissed someone off
In
screen?
my lifetime?
Yeah.
A billion.
Yeah, come on.
A billion kisses.
Who's counting? Except
Billion
you?
kisses on the off screen. But how many
Yeah.
how many scenes have you been in where you've had to kiss someone?
I had to make love to Anne Heche once. That was crazy.
That's
Okay.
dope.
Yeah, we had a love pillow. Do you know what that is?
I do.
Yeah. I
Is
never
it-
knew that. Tracy, you
Is
know
that
the
Scott's
industry.
face on it?
Is it a
Oh,
pillow?
no. No, it's
Is it a triangle?
no, it just keeps genitals from bumping.
Oh, you mean the love pillow to freak each other?
Yeah.
I thought you meant like an angle pillow to go boing boing. But no, you wanted
Angle pillow to
like
go
a
boing,
triangle pillow that you put under your bum.
Did you do one of those things
Sex pillow.
that I heard Denzel Washington does, which was a funny story that he used to tell maybe back in the 90s or the early 2000s, but now doesn't have the greatest connotations, where he turns to whoever he's having a love scene with, he says, "Forgive me if I get excited, and forgive me if I don't get excited."
Damn.
Wow, really?
Damn, Denzel.
Yeah. Damn it. We're
Damn, Denzel.
back at it again. Damn Denzel. Back at it again with that boner. So it's always
Wait, so what's the pillow look like?
It's just
pillow
like
they
a
go to
standard small pillow.
Does
like,
it have a? Did you have
just
to
a
go in there
practice.
beforehand to mold your penis so it would have like an
No.
indentation of your penis?
There's no showing of genitals for either of the main actors in,
Right.
That's
in the
cool.
stuff I've done.
Right.
No, that would be pornography.
Not necessarily.
That's what it is.
Have you done pornography?
I've seen my share of it.
He's
No,
done
have
it.
you been in film? Have you been on set when they filmed a pornography story?
No, I don't believe
Okay,
so.
okay.
A pornography story, no.
Okay.
Pornography, when you think about it, it's one of the, I mean, you started out as an improviser and you still improvise. It's one of the only mediums in which actors are still asked to improvise, are they not? I mean,
I'm sure.
Pornography, like, I don't think a lot of that is scripted. They're all just kind of
Method acting.
Yeah, they're improvising in that, and then it just happens to end with sex.
There's like bullet points, like make it hot, be excited,
Yeah.
but in the ones
tell
with the,
her she's amazing.
in the ones with the storyline, you know, it's like, okay, this happens to you, and I don't think they're getting pages or sides.
No,
You don't? I think they are.
You think
Are you
so?
interested in this avenue of
Well, I watch a
work?
lot of porn.
Really?
Hours
We've
and
ne-
hours. No, I can sit for that. Now, I think they get a script. I think it's many pages, and I think they have to memorize it, and I think that's what makes them so nervous.
Okay.
And it helps them last longer because they're so nervous with their
They're
lines.
just nervous about getting the lines wrong. They're able to keep their erections. Well, Matt, I hope that this film is a big success for you, and I hope that someone out
Can you
there.
define success?
People love it.
Did you get
What?
paid already?
People love it.
Yeah, I already got paid. And
already
I got
got
to
paid.
go to France with my family.
Yeah. Did you get points on it so that if it does well?
Oh, I guess I should check.
Financially, that you might get a little extra
Yeah,
money.
I hope so.
I hope that for you.
Yeah.
I hope everyone loves it, and they tweet at you nice things about it,
Thank you, Tracy.
so you don't have to throw your phone away.
I know. I get scared by negative tweets.
So go see it this Friday and send Matt a positive tweet so that he can keep his phone. Under the Eiffel Tower comes out this Friday, February 8th in 10 cities. I hope that your city is one of those cities where it's going to be. But after that, in about 5 days, it'll be out there on VOD, so you can watch it at any time.
Just in time for Valentine's Day.
Yeah. And Veep, when's Veep come back? Do we know the date or what?
March 28th?
March 28th. So this
Yeah.
appearance will serve as your promotion for this movie and as that.
Sure.
Is that okay? I don't
Yeah, I'm
expect
fine
you to,
with that.
I don't expect you to come back before March 28th if you don't want to.
Unless you need a Hefe Man in Chargio. I mean, that character.
That character
I love
has legs.
that character.
What about a spin-off
I
of
love
this
that.
guy?
You tell me. I'm available.
You're
Let's do
available
it.
now. Veep is ending.
Tracy, yeah.
You're out
Veep
there.
will be over.
I can't promise.
Can I be on Comedy Bang Bang TV show?
I don't think so. I think your
Sorry.
physical attributes are too weird that it wouldn't be able
What
to
if
translate.
what if I wore a black hood?
What's her weirdest attribute?
Well, I mean, you got the
Her 5'5"ness?
the
My-
pierced brow all
My
the way
brain
across.
surgery scar and my half-shaved head, my dyed hair.
Why
Yeah,
do you
the pink
shave
hair.
the side that shows off the scar?
You nailed it.
Well, easy access
Shows
as
off
well.
An easy access
they have to
open
go
it up
back
again
in
if you
there?
gotta
Yeah,
go
just
back.
in case something happens, you want, you know.
Do you get
they-
routine like opening ups,
lobotomies, yeah.
refreshers?
Yeah.
I remember one time we had a bathtub in my old place that the had the
That's
spa
no big-
jets.
I got one too. Oh, it
Okay,
had
I'm not
jets.
bragging at this
Oh,
point,
sorry.
but it had jets.
He used to have a bathtub.
I no longer have a bathtub. But no, there was no access to the mechanics of the jets. There was no door where a plumber could
fix it?
Yeah, and so I had to put one in before we sold the place because the inspectors came over. Like there's no way for a plumber to get in to
So you
fix
had to
this
cut
stuff.
a hole in the tub
We had
or
to cut
something?
you cut a hole in the wood outside of it and put a little door in. But that's what I imagine it's like for you. You need easy access for the brain
For the
surgeons.
plumber to get in, yeah.
exactly. To fuck
The
around
with the plunger.
with all those jets.
My brain.
All right, Under the Eiffel Tower this Friday. We have to take a break. When we come back, this is exciting. We have an up-and-coming filmmaker, so of course our documentarians over there maybe will learn a little bit something about it. And Matt, maybe you're an actor. Maybe you'll want to work with this person. And Tracy, you're the subject of a documentary. I mean, all this is coming together. So we'll be right back with a little more Comedy Bang Bang after this. Snoring. It's a problem, right? And when do you do it? When you're asleep? What is this hat for? You'll never guess. What do you do when you're asleep? You dream. And what do you want to do with dreams? Turn them into a reality with Squarespace? Yeah, I got to it. Squarespace. Turn your dreams into a reality with Squarespace while you snore. That is their wonderful tagline, their slogan. While you snore, turn your dream into a reality with Squarespace. Look, everyone has a dream. Everybody has a dream sometimes. And Squarespace, they want to help you out with it. They want to make it easy for you. Easier than ever, in fact, to turn your dreams into realities and to launch your passion projects. Don't just sit on your hands anymore, unless you like that. Let me try. Well, not bad. All right, sit on your hands. Do whatever you want. But look, maybe you're looking to start a new business. Maybe you're looking to showcase work, publish content, sling some of that tent. You want to sell products? You want to do anything like that? Well, Squarespace is the tool for you. They have beautiful templates created by some of these world-class designers. I tell you, if you are a template designer and you're graduating from Harvard, Squarespace, it's like they're there at graduation, just snapping people up. They're like, oh, you're a template designer? I'm from Squarespace. Get in the van. That's how they do it. They get all of them just fresh off the bus. Anything. You can do anything on Squarespace with just a few clicks. You can easily make a beautiful website yourself. Squarespace's powerful e-commerce functionality lets you sell anything online, and those analytics, baby, they help you grow your site in real time. Everything optimized for mobile, right out of the box. Don't worry about that. Nothing to patch, nothing to upgrade ever. Buying domains, it's really simple. You will get all the help you need with Squarespace's 24/7 award-winning customer support. I got to tell you, Squarespace empowers millions of people. And what are the types of people that I'm talking about? Look, you got the highest of the high, the designers, the lawyers. Then you got, the middle class, artists, gamers. But then Squarespace even helps out, and I'm gagging while I'm talking about this, restaurants and gyms. Gymnasiums and restaurants. They even help them. Can you believe it? I can't, but they're an equal opportunity company there. They'll help restaurants and gyms. I don't know. They help them turn great ideas into something real. Head over to squarespace.com/bangbang for a free trial. When you're ready to launch, use my offer code BANGBANG. You're going to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's squarespace.com/bangbang. Offer code BANGBANG. Comedy Bang Bang, we're back here. Matt Walsh from by the way, your postcard is out of my sightline. I'm going to try to guess the title of it. I've just talked about it for a half hour, it seems, and I can't even remember what it's called. Under the Boardwalk.
No.
It's
in France. It's a structure in France that's iconic. Under the Eiffel Tower.
I just figured out your joke from earlier.
What joke?
Oranges.
Oh, the good. You just figured it out.
God, I'm slow.
And I just figured out what you were referencing, where the person goes into the room and the doctor has to pop a pimple, and the person says, I can't pop this pimple because that's my daughter. How is that possible?
Right.
I just realized what you were referencing.
Wait, so do you feel like you're a really good comedian because it takes everyone 30 minutes to figure out all your
Look, it's taken
Well.
10 years and no one understands this show yet. So
That we're invested enough to think about it.
Yeah,
we do
that's a
care.
good sign.
We do
That
care.
is a
say
good
something
sign.
confidently enough that people go, I think it's a thing.
He's so perplexing. What did he mean by that?
It must have been over my
Get
head
out of
because it
Daddy.
was so smart.
Daddy's not in a good mood. Scott planted these weird word bombs in my head.
Tracy Reardon also here, the subject of a documentary. Do you want to talk a little bit more about the documentary before we get to our next guest? So does it start with all this information about you, or does it go back to your childhood?
It starts in media res.
In media res.
Yes.
Okay.
We like to pick up in the middle of the most exciting moment. So I have a lot of footage that I took on my personal home video camera of my grandma's death. So it
You
starts
took
with
footage of her death?
yeah.
Did you know she was dying, or?
Yeah.
Oh,
So it starts with her last words and her last rites,
wow.
and then it cuts to me being born.
So
What were her last words? Can I ask? What were her
Yeah.
last words?
Now, see, it's possible I've said before what they were.
I don't remember, so that must not
be
mean
true.
anything.
I guess the director's cut version of what you think those last words were.
She said a bunch of stuff, but the thing I think that
Is most germane to the film.
Barry and Carol are most interested in is this. And I'll do a reenactment, and you tell me as an actor if it was any good.
And then I'd like to see you reenact.
I would love that too.
Grandma's last words?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, okay. What
So
are the
she
words?
said, make it your own. But if you can't make it your own, make it somebody else's.
Okay. That sounds like advice. I'm not sure what, but now let's hear the reenactment of these, Matt.
Oh, make it your own. Or if you can't make it your own, make it somebody else's.
Can I ask you a question?
No, she doesn't talk like that.
You're basically just doing a mean imitation of Tracy.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to.
You didn't pronounce
I'm
any of
trying-
your O's, I noticed.
Ours is what she's trying to
Ours?
say. Yeah.
Grandma could do that, so I don't
I'm
really
sorry.
know
I
why
didn't know
you
if
did
she
that.
When you were playing your grandmother, I didn't know if she talked like you or not.
She did talk like my impression, but apparently it wasn't good enough because when you did it, I did not know who that was supposed to be.
Okay.
So you're saying she talked like your impression of her,
Yeah.
but Matt was doing an impression of you doing an impression of her.
And then apparently something got lost in translation because I don't think Grandma spoke like that.
Okay.
Does everyone else want to try?
No, thank you.
All right, so can you do that in the movie?
I sure would.
I'd
Yeah.
love to have
I
like
got to workshop it though.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
did not bring
I'll
you
play
the
you the
goods.
footage and you can kind of see.
love
Why
it.
were you
Coach.
videotaping her death? I
might
this,
go
this
I
is
don't
like
know
a Faces of Death kind of thing, or
No, I like to film everything.
was the death a surprise, or was it? No. So everyone knew she was going to die, so it's like, let's get this stuff.
Well, she was in hospice in her house, and then everyone said, "Gather around, here it goes."
And your parents were there at this point, or?
My dad had 1 foot inside and 1 foot outside. He was actually doing a test. My dad is an inventor, and he created shorts that are half pants. So one side is pants and one half is shorts. He put his leg outside one side of the sliding door, and he had the other leg there as well.
Okay, which
What was
can
he
I ask
testing?
which first? Yeah, what was he testing, and which leg was the shorts leg outside, or was
You would
the
think.
shorts leg inside?
The shorts leg was inside, getting a gauge of how thickness determines heat index.
Okay.
Then on the outside, it was his long leg pant doing how is the weather.
So it seems to me like were I him, I would say, hey, I have some great pants if you want to have one leg outside, one leg inside, because the leg outside will have the shorts on. Because when you go outside, you want to wear shorts, and the leg inside would have the pants on.
I'll tell you what.
Straddling
he-
two climates.
Yeah, and he did eventually get to that, like in his experiments. But as my grandma was dying, he had not yet gotten that far with it. You're obviously very intelligent, and you did skip ahead.
Is this his mom or his mother-in-law? Your grandma?
This is my parents had the same mom.
Wait a minute,
Whoa.
what? We haven't talked about this.
Whoa.
They have their brother and sister?
Not quite.
The half brother, half sister?
Nope.
Then I don't know what we're talking
Adopted
about.
brother?
I'm not allowed to explain.
You're not allowed to. Oh, maybe they were both adopted, so they're not technically related. Although,
Yeah, they're both adopted. Okay, I am allowed to explain. I
Okay.
was just kidding.
brilliant!
Some stand-up.
You're really working on tight five here.
Well, it's a tight 20 at this point.
Oh boy!
It's a loose 20. I have a lot of crowd work. The way it went down was that my mom was had by my grandma,
Hired by your grandma?
Had.
Okay.
and then they adopted my dad.
Okay.
They adopted my grandpa.
Adopted your grandpa after that?
That was a whole twisted game he wanted to play.
Okay.
I can't get into that for legal reasons. But my mom, my grandma adopted my dad, and so, but then
Right.
she gave him up again.
Okay.
And he got to go somewhere else. And then my parents met years later, not knowing they had ever been living in the same house. And were
At
considered
what age
brother and
were they?
sister.
Did they know each other as brother and sister? Too young to remember
They were
this? Or?
1 and 6.
1 and 6. Okay, so the 6-year-old probably would remember a little.
Yeah, but didn't know what he looked like by the time
Sure,
he grew
because
up.
he's a baby.
Totally.
If we
Now,
all looked like babies when we grew up, boy.
I want to correct my phrasing.
That's a show.
Okay.
He didn't give.
That's a show.
My grandma didn't give him up
Boss
for adoption.
Baby.
He was placed
The
for
live
adoption.
action.
I just want to correct that because she lovingly placed him.
Okay, she placed
And
it.
still cared about him. And
Okay.
he then met my mommy and they fell in love.
They fell in
and
love
it was
and-
a little weird for everyone when they pieced it together, but because there's no blood, they said it was fine.
How far
Yeah.
into the marriage did they unearth the reality that they were brother and sister?
Well, I'm not supposed to know this, but I did read my mom's journal. The first time they had sex, they thought, I feel like we're brother and sister.
Ew.
While they were having it? Or? This is like
Right
kissing my
after.
brother. This is like the Back to the Future special.
Yeah, but then they found out it was okay, and they said, that's okay.
Right.
It was okay. It
Back
wasn't,
then it was okay.
but it wasn't
probably.
even incest.
Well,
okay?
no, on The Flash currently, I think The Flash is married to the woman who grew up as his sister
Thank
when he
you.
was adopted.
Thank
so I think,
you.
yeah, everything's
Do
fine.
I have to like?
It's fine. This is all fine. According to me, this is fine.
Look, anyways, I don't even like my parents. They're traveling the whole freaking world without
Yeah,
me, and they've abandoned me.
exactly. They obviously have some familial issues.
They have a lot of familial issues.
So he was there when she died, though, with
yeah,
one foot in, one foot out.
out the door.
All right.
How he always been my whole life.
Very good. We need to get to our next guest. He is an up-and-coming filmmaker. Please welcome to the show, Alan Woody. Hello.
Oh, thank you, Scott. It's great to be here. Yes.
Hi, Alan Woody.
Yeah.
Alan, so good to meet you.
So nice to meet you. You know, I'm happy to be here. I'm working on a new film coming out. I'm just, hold
First
on. First-time filmmaker.
You're a first-time filmmaker.
Yes. Oh, yeah. No relation to any other, filmmakers mired in controversy or anything. Just
I wouldn't assume that.
no,
I mean,
yeah. I mean, you can tell
when I was talking to our other guest,
Yes.
Matt, over here about his film, I didn't say, hey, is the filmmaker of this film associated with anyone who's mired in
No,
controversy?
that would feel suspicious.
It
There's
would.
no reason for you to be
Where's
suspicious.
Where's the
There's nothing
director of your
suspicious,
film
you know?
from?
He's from Louisville, Kentucky.
Louis C.K.ville?
Louis C.K.ville. That's a good joke.
Uh-oh.
That's a solid joke, whoever made that.
Whoever did that, I'll get it in 30 minutes.
I don't know that you have time to sit for that.
I don't. My booty hurts.
So you have your first film is coming out.
Yes. Great new movie, making a family-friendly film.
Family film.
Family
Family
film.
film.
That's right. You just
Ooh, what's it about?
it's about a relationship not unlike your parents, who I think have an incredible.
Do you have a postcard that we can try to
I
guess the
love
plot
Oh yes,
from, or-
it's right here. As you can see, that is a
okay.
lemon-colored postcard.
Oh, okay.
Gorgeous lemons.
Ooh, I like the sherbet citrus thing of it.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Oh,
Well,
it's
you
in
know
the
what?
word.
It's in the title, right? The title of the fruit says what the fruit is.
It does, right there. It's
What a weird tagline. The title of the fruit says what the
fruit
is.
Yes.
And it's called Lemons is the New Black.
That's right. That's right. I hope audiences will check it out. This is
When's it come out?
totally fine. Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day. Okay, so a few days later than
that's like we're competing.
yeah.
This is
Oh,
odd.
okay.
you
I didn't
guys
know
are
it
in the
was-
same frame.
We're sort of fighting for real estate on the same weekend. This is weird.
Maybe people can go binge and see a bunch of movies at once.
Yeah, you're right. I shouldn't be so petty.
You're right.
Sorry.
Yes. No. You saw a retrospective of that other filmmaker last year.
Yeah.
Thank you for seeing my.
What other filmmaker?
Woody Allen, but why are you thanking me?
Just on behalf of cinema.
Oh, okay, because I thought maybe you had like some sort of connection or something.
No,
Nope,
I mean
nope.
obviously not. This is Alan Woody. This is an up
Look
and
at me.
coming
I have a large mustache and a low fedora hat and sunglasses. I
And we
look
can barely
nothing like
see your
him.
face, honestly.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
But
It's
that's
just-
okay. We don't need to see his face. He's behind the camera all the time.
That's true.
You know,
But isn't it interesting? Like when you've watched a person's films, and then you want to know what they look like and what they're interested in. And I am
I'm
curious.
not one of those types who likes to see the director in films. I saw this film the other day about a couple who goes to Palm Springs, and suddenly the director's in it, and I'm like, yeah, come on, I'm just
Hey.
taken right out of this.
Well, you might not have known it was him.
yeah, but I've seen his band, and I know what he looks like.
Hey, I mean, I'm not in charge of people. I don't even know what you're talking about, to be frank.
I don't either.
Couple who goes
You
to
might
Palm
soon.
Springs. Interesting.
Well, look, this is incredible. So you're an up and coming filmmaker. Can I say I can't gauge what age you are? You have such a big bushy mustache. You could be 12. You could be 80. You know, I mean,
Perfect.
How old of a man are you?
I'm in my 20s.
You're in your 20s. Okay, well, congratulations.
Perfectly, yeah.
He's
Are you-
older than me, and he's older than my friends over here.
Wow. And are you? Well, we don't know that because he could be 20.
Okay, if someone's in their 20s, if someone's 20 or 21, they don't say they're in their 20s. They say, I'm 21.
Why wouldn't they?
Because they
It'd be
want to hold
accurate.
on to the youth. They're holding on. How old are you specifically?
I'm at 24.
See?
So
24.
Yes.
Okay, great.
24. You have a bit of a winkly face for someone who's 24, not to be rude.
That's, not
What,
something
do you
that we
have
like.
progeria?
You
That
don't-
is a little. Yeah.
You don't see me
That's a little
talking about Matt's physical
Well, you
attributes.
did actually.
You
do
actually
that in a
did.
very
In a
I
really,
don't-
really
I don't remember. I don't
way.
remember that
very
happening.
negative way.
I just want to know, are you winkled because you're A, you spent too much time in the sun, B, you have
Yes.
progeria, or C, you're
Benjamin
old?
Button
no,
disease.
no,
Yeah.
it's the sun thing. You know, I'm one of I've seen you around, Scott, around the USC campus. Well,
What was Scott doing when you saw him on campus?
he was leading people to a dark corner that I was in, and I said, "This is my dark corner," and he went the
What
other
are you
way.
doing in the dark corners over there at the USC campus?
Scouting locations.
shadow?
Oh,
When
location
Scott
scouting.
was
Yeah.
there, was he chasing after a group of boys going pinch, pinch, pinch with his hands? With little lobster claws on?
Like the character from
SpongeBob?
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang who has
Oh,
candy?
that
Yeah, and SpongeBob, the crab. The Krabby Patties.
Oh, hold on, I'm just writing that down. That's a good way to do it.
Good way to do what?
Perform a comedy, as a cartoonish comedy. That's
Yes.
something I'm working on as a new, young, up-and-coming
So
filmmaker.
you're a new, hot, young, up-and-coming filmmaker. Tell us about your film.
Okay, well, it's called Lemons is the New Black, and it's all about sort of how family can have many different definitions.
Oh, okay. Like, we heard about Tracy's family. It's
My
obviously
family's very undefined.
yeah.
Yes.
Can I ask a spoiler? Is the family name Lemons?
Like
Like
Liz
the
Lemons?
characters?
No, it's not.
It's not. Okay, I'm just
And
trying to
is-
understand the
Is it
title.
black? Like-
no, it's not.
No.
And
okay.
is the name Isda?
No,
Okay,
it's not.
we've covered everything in the title.
New?
Like, is the Ray?
New?
Isda.
Is the Ray? That show on HBO?
That's show. What is the family like? Is it sort of an interesting, some would say even twisted dynamic?
Yes, it's this family who work on a lemon orchard, and they're picking all these lemons. And one day, this mysterious visitor comes to the orchard.
This is like Cider House Rules a little bit.
It sounds
I
like Under
that.
the Eiffel Tower to me.
Well, we'll see. Yeah, it is.
this sort of mysterious, I would say, thin mustached visitor visits and sort of falls in love with the lemon
Do you
orchard.
play this thin mustache person?
I've
your
never
mu-
acted in one of my films.
Oh, you've never acted in
You've
your
never
You
acted.
never
obviously
have?
not.
You've never.
See, okay, wait, this is crazy. I'm going to sound like I'm a lunatic because I've only seen one movie. But you do sound like the director Woody Allen.
Crazy?
Maybe I am. I don't want to embarrass myself by saying that.
Obviously, he's not Woody Allen. He's a young filmmaker, Alan Woody.
I guess I see that. Alan Woody, I could see how you might think. It's not what
Yeah,
you
no,
Yeah,
you're just-
I guess if you met someone named Walsh Matt, you wouldn't think you were related to them.
or Matthew Walsh. You wouldn't think that's Matt Walsh, the great
Well,
comedy
Matthew Walsh
actor.
sounds like a dramatic actor.
yeah, it sounds
Yes,
very
I
Matthew
saw
J.
him
Walsh.
in that movie Widows. He played a role that I was like, that's what I want to. That I'm rooting for this guy.
You thought he should have
You
been the main
liked him.
focus.
Oh, I played a creep. I played a guy who was having an affair with his niece or something.
That's fucking nasty.
That's
Yeah,
awful.
that's we all agree that is nasty
I
behavior.
wanna
But he
watch
just
that.
said he wanted to play that.
Yeah.
That's the makeout sound I hear, by the way.
Can I talk to you for a second?
I thought it was the most exciting part of the film. It's this boring film about a heist and all these people planning a heist, and then suddenly there's
Guns
this
and-
sexual subplot.
You
and-
sound a little bit uncomfortable way now.
I'm not uncomfortable. I'm not uncomfortable. I'm just, I'm brainstorming my future films, and it inspired me quite a lot.
I mean, obviously he couldn't be Woody Allen because Woody Allen's films are not allowed to be played here in America anymore. I don't think they could find a distributor. I
Fucking
mean,
ridiculous pieces of shit, Hollywood asshole hypocrite.
hey, we all agree about that, but
I was talking to my
we
good
do?
friend Polanski Roman. He's no relation to the other filmmaker.
of
and
course not.
we
His
were-
name is Roman Polanski.
Exactly,
This
exactly.
guy's last name is Roman.
Yes, this is a fellow
Different family.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly different family. This is from the Romans. He's another hip young thing like me, and
You're a hip young thing.
I'm a hippity hop young thing. I'm
Self-described hip young thing.
Exactly. We keep it jive, as they say.
Do they?
This sounds like
No,
jazz
because
slang.
I'm 17,
Yeah.
You're right.
and so I'm younger than you. So maybe your generation's a little different. 'Cause
You're right. You're the
24.
bebop generation. I don't even know.
See, I don't think that's true. I think I'm generation phone.
Oh.
Is that what they call it these
Yeah.
days? Generation phone?
Yeah.
You've just grown up and you've never
never
not
not
had
had
a
a
phone.
phone.
Right.
Always had a phone.
Always had a phone.
Landline.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So someday we'll be born with the phones.
In your eye.
Yeah.
Shouldn't it be generation cell phone though? Because we grew up with phones.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
You know, your
We're
generation's
generation
always,
landline.
I think
We're
your
generation
generation
landline.
correcting
By the way,
people.
your hands have liver spots. You
Oh,
really
that's
just
from-
24?
Yeah.
Okay.
You get liver spots when I'm a generation phone too. When you use the rotary phone, you got to turn it so much that your hand starts
The
getting
rotary,
Rotary.
Rotary phone. This is very
And
suspicious.
you're really hunched over, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel attacked. I feel like you're coming
You
at
know,
me. This
we
is a
are coming at you.
Kafkaesque experience right now.
Kafka. Let's talk about Kafka.
Yeah,
No one's,
I'm a 20-something.
no one's talked about Kafka since the 70s.
I haven't heard about Kafka since I saw a thing about a Woody Allen movie one time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jesus, you sound like Marshall McLuhan. The medium.
I don't know who that is. Who is it? That must be a young reference that I don't get because I'm older.
It is. Yeah, it's a very young
Yeah,
reference.
well, anyway, I was going to say, obviously you're not Woody Allen because Woody Allen would never be able to release another film, probably until the rest of his life.
Believe me, it was hard to even get this one, passed because people said, your name's too familiar. I submitted a bunch of different titles.
But why didn't you just make up a different name since you made it up anyway, huh?
What? What?
Different name.
Why are your eyes narrowing to almost slits?
Since you made up the name, because you're Woody Allen.
I'm not.
And you made up your own name, why wouldn't you make it something like Barry Jarvins?
Isn't that your friend's name?
This is.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Look, I don't know that this is exactly where we want to go with this.
Are
I
you
mean,
sure?
this is like
Hey,
in the
let
second
it go.
season of Homeland, at like episode 4,
Why
when
are
they
you
blow
grabbing
up the
my
entire
wrist?
premise.
Why are you grabbing my wrist?
I'm not grabbing your
Just
premise.
throwing me in the corner.
I'm just saying we could have squeezed a little more drama out of this.
Well, hey, I first of all thought I was being dramatic. Second of all, go and squeeze whatever you want.
I'll squeeze these lemons if you don't mind and try to get to
Squeeze
the
lemons.
truth.
Well, because I was trying to do it too, but I'm sorry, okay? I'll back down and I'll be a quiet
No,
woman.
no,
and
you-
I'll be a quiet woman. What you always wanted.
Hush, dear.
This is
the
all
lemons.
feeling a
By the
little.
way, you can smile a little more.
Oh, don't tell me to smile. Squeeze your lemons.
Tracy is right, though. Tracy is right. You seem so Woody Allen-esque. I mean, you have this like fisherman's hat. Is that what they call it? You know, those like sort of. Is that a fisherman's hat? What do you
Yeah,
call it?
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Bucket hat.
Bucket hat.
And it looks, I know that you have a big bushy mustache, but can I be frank? It looks sort of like Groucho glasses, like those ones that Woody Allen used in Everyone Says I Love You.
Mm-hmm.
I have never seen that film. I
mean, join the club, but
I-
for some reason I was there on opening night.
And your mustache isn't totally snug to your upper lip.
What?
Your mustache isn't totally. I mean,
Yeah,
it just
attached.
grows. It grows odd.
All right, damn it! Take it off.
Oh my God! He just
Louis
took off
CK.
his bucket hat.
I'm Louis C.K.
He's Louis C.K.
trying to make another movie, guys. Just
So your liver spots are freckles.
yeah.
From your Hispanic but white Hispanic skin.
Yeah, that's right.
He's got freckles.
Yeah, well, yeah, but
Wow.
so
This is mind blowing.
I mean, what do you want from me, guys? I'm trying to make a movie,
Okay,
and no
'cause
one lets me do
so what?
it.
You
Look at that, Scott. I thought I was onto something and I wasn't at all.
no, you weren't. You
I was
were
completely
wrong.
wrong.
Man. So
Woody
Louis,
Allen, yeah.
Louis, you refuse to be on the show while you're popular, and then the second you're not anymore, you come on?
I mean, look, first of all, I thought it was weird that you asked me to be on it even after I was unpopular, but
Yeah, what the hell are you doing?
Look, I want
You
to
want the clicks?
watch those clicks, you know.
Look, clicks are very, very important. Look, you can't just come on. You can't just like rebrand yourself and make.
Oh, give me a shot. Come on, guys.
It's not up to me. It's
It's up to the people.
Okay, well,
So let's see your movie, and then we'll decide.
Let's watch your movie and we'll.
all right, fine.
Let's go
Lemons is the new
offline and
black.
go watch this movie and come
I
back.
think
yeah,
it's only fair that we
We're gonna
watch
pause.
the movie.
Tell you what, we'll go to a break. We're gonna watch this
All right,
movie.
I'm gonna put a screener on your screen.
Yeah, we'll put a
right
screener.
here.
When we come back, we'll have seen the movie and we'll be the judge as to whether you should come back or not.
Yeah.
Great.
The three of us.
For America.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
All right, we'll be right back with more Comedy Bang Bang after this. Hey, you. Yeah, you. You still doing the things the old way at work? Hey, it's 2019, bro or madam. One or the other. Very familiar with the men, very formal with the ladies. Well, look, it's 2019. Stop doing things the old way at work. Start the year off right by replacing that software that causes you angst and agony every single day, and find software that fits your business's needs using new sponsor, Capterra.com. What is Capterra? It sounds like capoeira. It's not. You try if there's an assailant lunging at you and you try Capterra on them, you're probably out of luck. Capterra is the leading free online resource to help you find the best software solution for your business. Look, they have over 700,000 reviews of products from real software users. Capterra has everything you need to make an informed decision. Search more than 700 specific categories of software, everything from project management to email marketing to yoga studio management software. They even have that? Oh, Capterra, you crazy for this one. Yoga studio management software. Even restaurants and gyms. No matter what kind of software your business needs, Capterra makes it easy to discover the right solution and fast. Join the millions of people who use Capterra each month to find the right tools for their business. Look, Capterra, it's easy peasy. All you do, you go over there to capterra.com/bangbang. You find the right business software solutions. It's easy. I logged on to it. I was like, how do you use this thing? What is this, a magic box? When they showed me the computer? And then they taught me how to use it. By the way, I grew up very secluded in the wilderness. But look, it's an easy thing. Visit capterra.com/bangbang for free today to find the right tools to make 2019 the year for your business. Capterra.com/bangbang. And I know you want to know how to spell this, and believe you me, I would not leave you hanging. Capterra, that is CAPT, like Captain America. But instead of going to America, it's CAPTERRA. So CAPTERRA. Capterra. Capterra.com/bangbang. I'll see you there. I'm there right now. Head over. I'm there right now. Comedy Bang Bang. Back here with Tracy Reardon and Matt Walsh and
guys, come on.
who we thought was up-and-coming filmmaker Alan Woody.
That was only the second movie I ever seen.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Really traumatizing.
There's some weird shit rattling around in that. You wrote and directed this?
Yeah.
And what's it based on?
It's kind of, a fantasy.
Okay.
Oh,
It's like, I mean, the fantasy films that I know are like Lord of the Rings.
Right.
Willow.
Big.
Exactly.
Game of
It's that
Thrones,
same
not a
genre.
movie, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is that genre,
Fantasy?
Kind of in between big and it's a fantasy. It's a family-friendly erotic fantasy.
Everything was upsetting that you did in it, and I can't even repeat it, to be honest.
Yeah. And you acted in it too? I don't know that people are ready to
Why
see
did you play every character?
every character.
I mean, I'm trying to
stretch my range and show people that I can.
No one wants you to stretch
You're
your range
not
at this
Eddie
point.
Murphy, okay? You can't do it, babe.
That's your
Okay.
one complaint?
Tracy.
Yeah.
Is that he doesn't
Tracy's
have the
right.
range?
You're not. You don't. She doesn't have the range. That's what I'm always saying about him. You are not Eddie Murphy.
Come on. Okay, look. What if look? Maybe you guys didn't get it. Maybe it was so abstract. Look, the film is about Stuart, who's having a midlife crisis after losing his job, tagging along on his best friend's family vacation to Paris.
That's
This part
ripping
I
off
like.
the same
Hey,
plot.
that's exactly
This
what
is
Under the
literally
Eiffel
the
Tower
same
is.
plot of the
This-
movie that we just made.
Yeah.
How
But that was all in just.
How did I not realize that after watching it?
Well,
Because he didn't seem the same story because he acted out every single role himself, and he also made a lot of offensive lines that
Here's the other problem,
I don't
like,
think are going to be in your
Not
movie.
offensive if I say them.
all of that you said, Stewart is having a midlife crisis. It was just you reading off a postcard in the first scene. It was just the first 60 seconds.
Yeah, how'd you get this-
exposition.
where'd
And
you
then it
get
got
this postcard?
really weird.
Okay, look, maybe I need to think of another career path.
Yeah,
Right?
please. I don't think any of us are ready.
I think you should retire and live in a
Or is
cave.
this another mask you're wearing and you're not even Louis C.K., quite frankly? 'Cause
What?
I don't trust
Yeah,
anything
I mean, that's the
at this
thing.
point.
I've
Come
seen the
on.
Mission Impossible films. I've seen what they can
Yeah.
do with those masks.
Good point.
Yeah, I don't
And
know.
those
who-
are real, yeah.
Those are real. That's
Scooby-Doo does it every episode.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why couldn't it be happening right now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
who's to say?
He's ripping off his face!
Who's this?
They said I couldn't make another great film after Chinatown, but
Roman
Roman
Polanski.
Polanski, Roman.
You wanted to join with us, but I think you
I
didn't
wasn't
know who it
confident,
was.
but I had never seen a movie.
That's true.
I felt confident based on the discussion, but
come
yeah.
on, you guys, come on. Now, that was a good film. That was great.
Look, Chinatown's fine, but I mean, that is so long ago. We don't need you around anymore.
Lemons is the new black. Again, I guess what was the source material for this story?
It was this trip. It was this trip I took. I took this little trip to Europe.
Stop saying trip and tell us about the trip.
I was in America, and how do you get to Europe? You take a trip, right? So I bought some
Yeah, we know what a
tickets.
trip is.
You get to the airport.
Yes, no, yeah,
What's
we
the
all
difference
know.
between a trip like that and a trip where you fall?
Well, that is what the movie is about. It hinges on that question, It is existential. It's about, is it a trip? Is it a fall? It's a trip. It's a fall. I'm your trip. I'm your fall. It's all about that moment,
Okay, because now that I'm seeing it through your lens, I do think it's kind of beautiful.
It was a
thank
bit.
you.
I have to admit, it was a beautiful,
Thank you.
beautiful film.
Take these drugs, please.
Oh, sip.
Whoa.
Yeah, my
All of it.
pleasure.
Yes,
yeah.
I will. I don't normally just take what people give me.
Thank you.
Yeah,
all
but
right,
I
I'll
mean, in
taste
this case, I mean,
Oh,
we're on
it tastes
to.
peppermint.
Oh yeah, this is.
What am I taking?
Very good.
Yeah.
Now you will all wake up and you will have seen a different movie in your heads.
Okay, but wait, are we going to sleep now, or just when we go to sleep tonight, we'll wake up and having?
You'll see.
Because I'm wide awake at this
Yeah,
point. So
I'm not sleeping.
Yeah,
am
I'm
I?
not sleeping.
Awake.
I'm wide awake.
Well, look, guys, we have time for one last feature. Not one last feature because we have a feature after this, but it's time to play a little something that we call Riddle Me This.
Exciting.
Riddler.
Oh, this is a good song.
Riddler.
That was a good song. That's a good song. That's a really good song.
All right, we all know how this is played. Of course, this is Riddle Me This, the game where we all come up with riddles and try to figure out the funny punchlines to them. So what we're going to do is we're going to go around, and each of us is going to say something that sounds like a riddle. It can't be an actual riddle. It can't be something but it has the cadence and asks sort of like a question like, what do you get when you whatever? And then we'll all try to come up with a punchline for this riddle. At which point the person who asked the riddle will assign a winner, and then once we've all gone around the horn, we'll tally up the points, and whoever has the most points wins. How's that sound? All right.
Very
Games.
fun.
It's a game.
Very good, very good. Matt Walsh, you are our guest of honor under the Milky Way. No, Eiffel Tower.
doesn't matter, yeah.
Coming out this Friday. Anything that sounds like a riddle.
Okay. In the morning, it's a flower. In the afternoon,
Oh, this is one of those.
it's a priest. At night, it's a beach.
Flower,
What is it?
priest, beach.
What is it?
Okay. We're going to go clockwise. So, Roman Polanski, you give your answer first. In the morning, I'm a flower. In the afternoon, I'm a priest. At night, I'm a beach. What am I?
I am a beautiful, gorgeous little white rim of paper stamped stamped by a passport officer. A ticket for a trip to Europe.
So you're someone who basically you just want to get
Back
out of
to
the
US?
country.
I want to go back to the U.S.
Okay, so you're a
I want to
passport.
go back to Hollywood.
Visa.
Oh, the good
You're a
old days.
visa. Okay.
Yes, it's a visa and it's a court document. That's what it, right? What is it? A flower?
A flower in the morning, a priest in the afternoon, and a beach at night.
Exactly.
So you're a visa. Okay, great. Good answer.
Good answer.
All right, it comes to me. I'm going to say you're a beach who's pretending to be a flower and a priest.
So ultimately a beach,
But I'm a beach, yeah, because at night when I go to sleep, I'm a beach.
like Polanski coming in here
yeah.
as Alan Woody.
Alan Woody,
and then-
yeah, exactly.
Okay, so like a 3-leveled. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
All right, and Tracy, what is your answer?
I think you're a happy nun with dreams.
A happy nun with dreams. Okay. So now, Matt, you get to pick who out of the three of us won. Now, like a riddle, it's supposed to be funny. So,
Wait, riddles are supposed to be
I
funny?
mean, I guess, or they're supposed to go make you go, oh, I
I
get
don't
it.
think riddles
But
are
really,
supposed to be
no
funny.
criteria.
Just what
Just
strikes
whatever,
me in
whatever
my
strikes
gut.
you as the winner.
I'm gonna go with the visa.
The visa. Okay.
The visa.
Right.
So we
The
have
trip.
Polanski with 1 point. Okay, now Polanski,
Yes.
you ask a riddle and we're all going to answer.
But you're not going to get a visa. You know that. Just so you
What do you
know.
mean? I got it
This
right.
government will never. Give
I
you
don't
a
think,
visa.
yeah, and I
They're
don't
not
think
gonna
that with
let
the
you in.
climate, we've turned the
Yeah,
corner.
more than ever. Exactly.
We've turned the
And you're
corner.
Nobody
not
wants to
gonna
see
get-
you walking on the street right now.
No,
Nobody.
and
just
not-
the other
You
day.
work for the vice president of the country.
That's fiction. All right. Go
But,
ahead,
but if
Scott.
you did, if it were fact, would you?
Yes.
do, I want to give him a visa? No,
Yes,
I
you
can't.
do.
No,
Your character, though.
no.
Okay.
What about Stewart from the film Under the Eiffel Tower?
I don't think he'd give you a visa either.
What about Stuart from Stuart Little?
Louise might.
Louise might.
Louise
But
might.
Stuart Little, would he?
The mouse
Yeah.
cartoon? No. Matthew Broderick's voice?
Yeah.
No.
He wouldn't either. Okay, great. Let's ask your riddle.
Okay. I can walk.
These are all like. That's fine.
Well, we've only had two, so
These
you
are
can't
like-
see
These are
all.
like what you would have to pass through, like a sphinx. So
yeah,
like, what's the-
exactly.
yeah, so- yeah.
You may not cross this bridge unless you, like, they don't have to be brain teasers. I did just like a riddle. Like, what do you got when you cross? You know.
Oh, that's okay. Just the question.
Sorry, I know there's a cultural difference. You've been in Paris so long.
Yes, yes. Oui. Okay, so something.
tell he said oui.
Oui.
All right.
Comment
Baguette.
allez-vous? So, I can walk. I can fly, and I can train. Take a train. What kind of trip am I?
Okay, what kind of trip am I?
What kind of trip am I?
I can walk. I can fly. I can take a train. What type of trip am I? So a trip is walking, and a trip is okay. Or what type of trip am I on? Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Okay. A trip to the U.S. I'm just really playing to the judge right
mine's
now.
gonna be-
a trip to the U.S. from Paris.
That was
is
my-
my final
yeah,
answer.
yeah.
Okay, what's yours, Tracy?
Mine is going to be topical. Say again what you are.
Tropical?
Topical.
Give you the riddle again.
Yes.
I can walk. I can fly. I can take a train. What kind of trip am I?
A trip to Fire Festival.
Oh, very topical.
I love documentaries right now.
You do.
Just
You-
knowing about them.
Yeah, you're not able to watch them.
Of course not.
All right, Matt, you can say the same answer as me, but everyone will know I said it first.
No, I won't do that then.
Okay.
Michael Jordan in that half cartoon, half animated film.
Space Jam.
Ah, my
Or
favorite.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Which one
Space
are we
Jam.
talking-
I don't
Space
think
Jam.
he got cut out of Roger Rabbit.
Right.
He was in Roger Rabbit. Mm-hmm.
They spent like 30 days of
20
shooting
years
with Jordan
old.
and they just scrapped it.
They're just like, let's Eric Stoltz this guy. All right, so you get to choose which answer you like. A trip from Paris to the U.S., a trip to the Fire Festival, or are you Space Jam?
I am going to say one of my favorite films of all time, which is Space Jam.
Space Jam.
Oh my God, it is incredible. It
Yeah.
has so many themes, you know.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's a dream team.
I would like to do a remake.
Of Space Jam.
Yes.
What would yours be like?
It would be where you can't tell if it's a cartoon or a real person because they have the same mother, and then like you slap them until the mysterious man shows up, and you have to cut his heart out of his chest and pump it.
That sounds hilarious.
I gotta admit, this house sounds very exciting. I mean, look, no one's disputing your craftsmanship.
Thank you.
It's more of your personal life. All right, it goes to me now. All right, what do you get when you cross the color yellow with a shoe. What do you get when you cross the color yellow with a shoe? All right, going to Tracy Reardon.
Banana slippers.
Banana slippers. Very good. So it's like slipping on a banana. Great, great. Walsh, what are we at?
Saffron slippers?
Okay. All right. It seems to be trying to build upon what Tracy
You
said.
think that's
but
lazy? Are the judges going to let me get away with that?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Okay. All right.
All right. Roman Polanski.
I was going to say that no matter what you said.
Oh, crazy.
Just so
Okay.
you know.
Okay. Good. Good to know.
Crazy that you were going to say that.
Good to know. This is like John McEnroe complaining to the judge about a call. Okay. I don't know that it's not going to change anything, but go ahead.
I would say you get a long walk through the fields, hundreds and thousands of miles walking. Is this man just walking? Is he walking to the gallows?
No,
Is
he's
he
walking to the plane and going to the U.S.
going into the airport to a plane? Or
Matt, was that your phone? What is going on here?
What
Hold
an
on.
aggressive-
Is that the
We have
police?
to pause here.
Is that the police?
It's not the police.
There's a terrible function on this phone. If you try to shut it up because somebody called me, it goes to emergency call. And that's what that sound was. I apologize, Roman Polanski.
This, by the way, Matt, this reminds me of remember your old phone when you were constantly calling me?
I feel so, but why did you bring that up? Because you love to insult me?
No, it just reminded me of it. Of I was like, why doesn't Matt just go into the settings
That
on
was
his
like-
phone and fix that? And then I went, oh, remember like 8 years ago when
Yes,
Matt
it
would call
was.
me every day and leave me long 5-minute
Pocket dial
messages where you're talking to your family, you're talking to your agent. Like I learned so much about Matt.
Oh my God.
I'm sure you didn't. They were not that
I
interesting.
know. I would listen to
Would
them
you
all.
really?
Yeah, and I would sometimes like call you and like tell you parts about the conversations I heard until there was one point where I was just like, Matt, you gotta.
I did. I changed you to I changed the spelling of your name, but you were the first A.
I was the first day, but
For
all you gotta
some
do
reason.
is add someone else.
I know.
Who's not a real number before me. Anyway,
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that was many phones ago. Many phones Sorry
ago.
about
I had
that.
a dream last night that I had a Razor phone, and it was really, really frustrating because I was out of the country.
I remember I was on tour with some friends, and anytime I plugged my phone in to whatever car we were driving, the first song that would come up would be this song from Fun Home, because it was, quote, a something.
Yeah.
And they would always make fun of me about this song. And then I read something about a very similar, Matt, of like if you put in this 30 seconds of silence that has the title A, that'll never happen to you. Yeah. Anyway, there are workarounds.
That must have been embarrassing for you.
Yeah, it was. All right. So now I'm going to
And
judge.
me too.
Yeah.
And me too. Thank you for bringing that up,
Hashtag me
Scott.
too. Hashtag me too.
Please
all
don't
about.
say that. I would like to change my answer to...
Too late.
Too late. Unfortunately, I'm going to give the winner of that round is his Reardon.
Lap dance? Were you going to say
Yeah,
lap
what
I'm
dance?
going to give her a lap. I'm going to give Reardon
I
a
don't
lap
want to win.
dance.
I don't want to
Okay.
win.
She doesn't want.
I'll just give you a point. I'll just give you a point.
Okay, a point.
All right.
All right, my turn for a whittle.
All right. So now, Reardon, you the only way you can win is if I get the point, because then we'll have to go to a riddle
Okay.
off. But don't let that influence you.
It won't.
Okay.
What do you get? What do you get when you cross the Whittler with a question mark and dip it in ink?
What do you get when you cross the Riddler with a question mark, meaning on his bodysuit, or just okay, Riddler with a question mark, and you dip it in ink? All right, we're going to Matt Walsh.
Permanent question?
Ooh, I love that.
Oh. All right, now we go to Roman Polanski.
A Riddler with a question mark, and you dip it in ink. I think you get Jim Carrey inside a large vat, a vat filled with an inky liquid, black, dark liquid. So
Okay.
dark it has a bottomless pit. Jim Carrey sinks down further and further. It's like an endless hole to the bottom of the earth, the center of the earth. He gets there, and what does he find? He's in his womb, his mother's womb, and his mother births him, and he comes out. He comes out of his mother's womb, and I am right there filming it all. Camera.
So you're just filming someone's vagina?
well, just
Okay, all right.
Okay, I've heard enough.
Wait, what about me?
No, you.
Oh, okay. You get an inkling of an idea?
Ooh.
Okay,
good. I would like to change my answer.
No.
Me too.
You
Me
can't.
too.
I have a winner.
All right, who gets that point?
I think it's pretty obvious. Roman Polanski.
Thank you.
Roman Polanski, which means Roman Polanski, you are our winner.
Whoa.
Wow. With 2 points, and that's how we
Does he
play
get a
Riddle Me
visa?
This.
Does he win a visa?
I would love. I haven't felt this good.
Oh, this is a good song.
Riddler.
That was a good song. That's a good song. That's a really good song.
Wow, that is a good song. And wow, congratulations, Roman Polanski.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
what are
you.
you going to do with your victory?
I would probably, use it to jumpstart my movie career in Hollywood. Tell people Scott Aukerman has signed off on.
Oh,
me
no,
again.
no. Please don't tell
Scott
people
Aukerman
that.
And
It's full endorsement. You are
no,
fully
Yes.
endorsing.
No, he
him.
just won a game on my show. I don't think that I don't think you should come back. No.
You let him win.
I didn't. You're the one who had signed him the
Yeah.
point that gave him the win. I just say Tracy
I didn't
Reardon.
make the rules. I didn't make the rules.
Okay. Well, I do make the rules, and the rule is that we have time for just one last feature on this show, and that is a little something called plugs.
It's time to open the plug bag. Gonna tell you about my new thing, then end the show.
Ooh, nice and short. I like it. That was Gonna Tell You About My New Thing by Warshel Rhubarb. Thank you to Warshel Rhubarb. All right, let's plug it up. Matt, what do you want to plug here? Obviously, underwear?
Not the Milky Way. French iconic piece of architecture. It's a tower.
Arc de
Pointy-
Triomphe.
No, it's a tower.
How do you know what that is?
Eiffel
How do
Tower.
I know what the Arc de Triomphe is? I see a cartoon.
Under Eiffel Tower.
Under the Eiffel Tower. You play Stewart in this film, right?
Very good. Not Stuart Little, though.
Not
People,
Stuart Big.
people, this is not a romantic comedy with Stuart Little.
It's Stuart
It is
Big.
not.
Is it in the Stuart Little verse?
No, and it's not Stuart Smalley either.
No.
But you're
no.
good enough and strong enough.
So they don't exist in this. They don't exist in this universe, or
No,
they're dead.
they don't exist in this. It's a separate fiction.
But they did a spin-off of the
Wait,
Mad
wait, wait.
TV character Stewart.
You consider every piece of art to be a separate universe?
This one is that
This one is.
from those other franchises we spoke
From
of.
those, but what,
I mean,
is it? Does
there
it
is
share
overlap.
a universe with any
I mean,
other?
we drink water in this movie, and I'm sure they drank water in
in the
those
abyss.
movies.
Yeah, in the abyss, there's plenty of water. It does,
for
is it set
example.
where the abyss is set?
I guess it could coexist with the abyss
Okay,
Yeah.
because we never go
Aquaman?
deep into the ocean.
Aquaman.
I think technically Aquaman could exist in our world too.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
that's
just
good.
don't know. The characters don't
We
talk about
never ran into Aquaman.
Is there ever
It
a
was happening in the U.S. and we were in Paris.
yeah
so-
ever a point where you look up at a TV screen and you see like a giant guy riding a wave and you're like, wow, shit's crazy going on there out there in the U.S. and under the sea?
I guess they would have noticed that, or they missed it.
Yeah,
Sometimes
okay.
news stories don't penetrate everyone's world.
It's true.
Yeah,
it's true.
But a guy riding a wave. would have.
Okay, well, I look forward to other films in the extended Under the Eiffel Tower verse. And it opens this Friday. People can see it in 10 cities. That's a lot of cities, actually.
Yeah.
So
it's a
great.
good indie release. Yes.
Yep, yeah. So go out and see that. Anything else you want to plug? Veep coming back in March.
Oh yeah, Veep's coming back in March, and
Widows
I don't
on
know.
Blu-ray.
You know what I'll plug truthfully? I'm with a charity thing called Awesome Foundation.
All right.
And if anybody has an idea to make Los Angeles more awesome, you go online, you find us Awesome Foundation LA/LA, and we'll give you $1,000 if your idea. It's basically 10 friends sitting in a bar going through submissions once a month, and we give somebody $1,000 to do
This is
something
just an
awesome.
excuse for you and 9 friends to go to a bar.
To
Is that what I'm hearing?
rationalize functional alcoholism as a lifestyle. Yes,
That's cool.
But
What's
we
like
are
an
giving
example
back.
of something? Like, what is something that you would think?
We do a lot of community gardens. We've done we built a Pinewood Derby track for a neighborhood on the south
That's
side
so
of LA.
cool.
We've done this one guy had comic books and cereal where he would teach kids how to draw comic books, and he would provide breakfast cereal, like a pop up in a little village kind of thing. So those are the kind of things.
How do I submit to this?
I don't think anyone wants to use Roman Polanski's
You have
ideas.
to be making LA better, and you don't live here, and I don't think you would qualify.
Yeah.
I will come back and make it better.
No,
Throw a great party.
no.
I don't think.
No.
Mr. Polanski, though, is there anything you want to plug? Obviously, your new film, Lemons,
Yes, lemons is the new
is
black.
the new black. It's not even grammatically correct. It'd be like
Doesn't make
lemons
any
are the
sense.
new black.
I mean, there's not much that.
It would have made sense if one of the characters was named Lemons, but you said no to that.
Can I ask a
black.
question?
No.
Because we thought Louis C.K. played every character. Did you get Louis C.K. to do it, or is that you wearing the Louis C.K. mask?
I
great
actually
question.
got a completely third person.
A third
to
person?
come in and yes.
Who was that?
Lin-Manuel Miranda. I had him wear a mask, and it does exist in the Aquaman universe.
It does.
Yes.
Okay, so fans of Aquaman should be interested in
Yes.
this film.
Yes.
And Aquaman made $1 billion, so I
Yeah,
mean,
hopefully, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. The subtitle is Aquamanuel Miranda. So go watch. Go
that
watch.
I would see. That's a Funny or Die video right there.
Oh yes.
Aquamanuel.
Aquamanuel Miranda, yes.
yeah.
He just raps and he's under the water.
Tracy Reardon. What? Oh, did you have another plug?
I
or-
feel weird doing it in this character. So
as Roman Polanski.
Roman
Do you want to step out and
yes,
someone
I
else
will
can
pull
come
out
in?
the final mask
Whoosh.
to reveal I guess the ultimate creep. If I
Who's this?
The ultimate creep. Does that exist in the Aquaman universe?
Yeah, go.
Dhruv.
Yes, hello.
Hi, the ultimate creep.
The ultimate creep. Go. Go watch. I'm on a show called Good Trouble on Freeform. Go watch.
Oh,
that
I've heard
show.
about that.
Yeah,
I've seen. Or well, I've seen a couple billboards.
Yeah.
What's it about? All I can get.
It's
here's what I get from it: 2 women are friends,
Yes.
and that's about all I can
Pretty
really glean
close.
from
It's
it.
pretty close. It's 2 women in their 20s making bad decisions. I might be one of the bad decisions. You know?
Oh, okay.
A little
All
steamy-
right.
It's a very horny show. I don't know if I'm
Ooh,
allowed to say
I will
that.
be watching
There's
that.
a lot of sex. in it.
Sexy?
I'm
It's
horny,
very
or
sexy.
they're horny, or all of us are horny while it happens, or
Do you get
everyone-
naked?
No, I do not.
Do you
I
make
wish-
out?
did you have one of the pillows?
I did not. I can't say. I can't give spoil. I guess I can't because there's a bit of a will. They want. There's some.
Okay, but just check it out. It's on Freeform.
It's on Freeform every Tuesday.
Okay, very
Go
good.
check it
Sounds
out.
very
I'm
horny.
so glad I didn't say that in character.
Me
as
too.
well. That's-
Tracy Reardon, you're not a character. You're yourself.
I'm
so
me,
just
but I do know about a film that Lauren Lapkus is doing that is
What?
a new movie by The Orchard as well. And it has come out as of the last weekend when this was released. It comes out February 1st in theaters and then February 5th on demand. And it is about a couple that tries to have a threesome to keep the relationship or, see if it's good for the relationship.
what's it called, dear?
It's called The Unicorn, dear.
Are you one of the 3?
Lauren Lapkus and Nick Rutherford are the stars,
The
and I'm not in it.
Who's the titular unicorn?
The unicorns are 3 people.
Oh,
And
okay.
we don't know what's going to happen with them.
It's more of a tricorn.
They try with multiple different people and have varying levels of success in the threesome endeavors.
And so starting tomorrow,
Lucy Hale, Beck Bennett, Dree Hemingway, Kyle Mooney's in the movie.
they should call him Kyle Movie.
He should be called that. Be much easier.
He should legally change his name when he's in
Kyle
a movie
Movie.
to Kyle Movie.
Beverly D'Angelo. We
She
got-
should also
love
change
her.
her name to
Yes.
Beverly DeMovie.
Yes. Directed by Robert Schwartzman. It's a great, fun time. It's also a very horny film and also very funny.
I tell you, I saw this film the other day and I was horny throughout the
you?
whole thing. Yeah, I had to leave before the party because I was just so horny.
too horny. Had to go home and
Did you have to make out with anyone?
Lauren did have to make out with multiple people. I unfortunately don't get to act in films.
Yeah,
But
You'd
I am in a
I mean, you're in this
documentary.
documentary.
What? My documentary crew. Shout out to them. That will probably be in no theaters. Yeah.
I want to plug. I am still in a few. In fact, I'm on one this Wednesday. A few more episodes of I'm Sorry, Andrea Savage's show.
Oh.
3-episode arc. My first episode was a couple of
I
weeks
did
ago.
watch that.
I haven't watched it. How is it?
It's funny, and there's a very funny part that really shocked me.
Really?
With the at the party when the one guy said,
Oh,
he
yeah,
wants
yeah.
to do something." Yeah,
Right.
it's really funny.
Okay, I got to watch it. But apparently it's very good. I'm on this Wednesday and another episode after that, so check it out. All right, let's close up the old plug bag.
Close your eyes and open up that bag. Close your eyes and open up that bag. You gotta get those eyes closed. Yeah. Open the bag up.
Don't be closing. Open 'em up and let's get loaded.
Let's get loaded. Open up the bag.
Open up the
Let's get loaded up the bag. Open up the motherfucking bag.
Okay, God, we got to do something about that.
That was really stressful.
It is stressful.
Ben Schwartz and Horatio Sands and myself, the new closing up the plug bag theme. It's 45 seconds, I think.
I
It's-
honestly went to another place.
I wish I could go to another place. Guys, I want to thank you so much. Matt, always great to see you.
Pleasure.
I look forward to all of your stuff.
Thank you.
And please pop up in more movies and take me out of the
Take you out
reality
of
of
and
it.
ruin them.
I'm going to let this be the third movie I see to cleanse my palate from that horrible Lemons is the New Black.
Right.
Yeah, Tracy, good to see you.
Nice to see
Tracy,
you
okay,
too.
yeah, let's all just say that it's good to see each other individually.
And welcome. I just want to
Yeah,
say welcome.
by the way, welcome to
Yes.
the show, Matt.
Nice
So good to see you.
Drew.
Nice to see you, Tracy.
Welcome to the show, Matt.
Your skull is
nice
open.
to see you,
My
Drew.
skull is
Your
open.
hinge, your hinge is
Oh,
open.
shoot. Someone's got to
Yeah,
go
let's
squeak
shut
my
this.
door
Here.
shut.
Okay, we'll do that real quick.
Slap
We'll see you
my
next
head.
time. Thanks. Bye.
This February, true legends from the worlds of comedy and music will unite to form the Supergroup. I'm Tawny Newsome. On every episode, me and my co-host, Alex Kleiner, will invite our talented friends to write and record an original song with us over the course of a week.
You'll hear every step of the process, from writing and rewriting to recording and mixing. Songs with Open Mike Eagle, Paul F. Tompkins, Ted Leo, Sashir Zameda, Janet Varney, and more.
The Supergroup. Join the band February 6th on Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen.